Hi guys, this is Jana Ilagan and welcome to Jan's Kitchen. So this is my second video and we are going to cook 5 different egg dishes. But before that, make sure to clean your countertops, wear the correct PPE, which are the chef jacket, hairnet, if you have them, please wear them, apron, hand towel, and gloves, which are optional depending on what you're doing. Also make sure that your hands are clean and your nails are trimmed. Afterwards, you also have to clean and dry your utensils and equipment. Preferably air dry them so there won't be any contamination. Mine were already dry and cleaned beforehand, so you'll only see me clean the countertops. Onto the first one, I cooked the ones that use the dry heat method, which were the pork omelette and scrambled eggs with toasted bread. First, we turn on the stove to 4 because we need that medium heat for the omelette. While waiting, start cutting the pork into tiny bits so that we can place it in the omelette nicely. Proceed to crack the eggs and beat it. You have the option to season it with whatever you want. Filling varies depending on what you want as well. Next, when the pan is heated, place a little bit of oil and wait for the oil to catch that heat. Once it's hot enough, place the egg in the pan and wait for it to have a solid layer before putting the pork in the egg. Fold it and let it cook. Flip it a few times just to make sure it's secured in the omelette and transfer to a plate. I paired it up with some rice and ketchup because technically I was cooking for my younger brother, so this was his dinner and he likes ketchup. So there, he got his pork omelette. I'm like, okay. On to the next one, we have to put a little bit of oil again and wait for it to heat up. Make sure that the stove is now on 2 because we need to use low heat for this. Beat the eggs until they foam up a bit and then season it with salt and pepper. When it's hot, proceed to pour the egg in the pan. After pouring it, proceed to stir immediately so that it doesn't form a solid layer like the omelette. When you think it's perfectly cooked, and this depends on your personal taste, place it in a plate and grab a flat pan for your toasted bread. Heat it up to 4 and prepare your butter. Once it's hot, place 2 slices of butter and then bread on top of each slice. Try to spread the butter as much as possible so it's evenly cooked and let it be for a minute or 2. Also check it once in a while so it doesn't get burnt. Place a slice of butter on top of each bread slice and flip again. I did 2 more slices of bread for the egg sandwich, which will be tackled on later. After it has been cooked, plate it and it's now ready to be served and eaten. The next method we will be tackling is the moist method. I prepared 2 dishes under this category, which are the medium cooked egg and the soft cooked egg. Let's tackle the medium cooked egg. So basically, you get a pot or a saucepan in my case, put water in it and place it on a stove. I used a saucepan because it's smaller and easier to boil a small amount of eggs. Turn it on to 6 so that we can make it simmer faster. Once it starts simmering, you get 2 cold eggs from your refrigerator and place them in the saucepan. Let them simmer for 5 to 7 minutes, and after that, place them in a bowl of water in order to cool them for a bit. Now prepare 2 slices of brown bread on a plate and start shelling your eggs. Be careful because they are more fragile than your usual boiled egg, and I suggest shelling them one by one, like after you finish one, place it on top of the bread slice immediately. After shelling and placing, cut it open if it hasn't yet, and you have your medium cooked egg ready to be served. The next one will be the soft cooked egg, which I personally like after cooking this one. Like, it's really yummy. Like, oh my god. So let the water simmer first before cracking your eggs into the saucepan. Make sure that the yolk is still whole. Now, just let it simmer for 3 to 4 minutes, and while waiting, prepare another 2 slices of brown bread on a plate. Once the time is up, proceed to carefully transfer the egg to the bread. When you're finished with that, season it with some pepper, and to check if it's done well, cut the yolk open and see if the yolk is runny. It looks best, like for presentation, you have to make sure that the yolk is really whole, buo. This was really yummy, not gonna lie. On to the last dish, I decided to do an egg sandwich. So first, I washed the saucepan I used earlier to get rid of the extra whites from the soft cooked egg. Afterwards, put some water and bring to boil. While waiting for it to boil, grab some cheese, mayonnaise, and a grater. Grate the cheese onto a plate and place it on a bowl afterwards. Once it's boiling, place the 2 eggs into the saucepan and set the timer to 10 to 12 minutes. While boiling, mix the cheese with 2 to 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise, and once the time is up, put the eggs in a bowl to cool down. When it's cool enough, shell them, cube them, and mix them in the cheese and mayo. After mixing it all together, place it on a slice of bread we toasted earlier and sandwich it with another slice, and you're done. Now this is like a rendition of my mother's recipe, so this is my rendition of it. And we're done. Damn. I fed a whole family with these. Guys, hire me, charot. Sorry, no feature pa ang fam, pero like yes. And these are my 5 dishes. I hope you enjoyed the video and please rate my dishes as nicely as possible. Thank you po. Also, sorry na po sa mga aking pa-extra mga charots. Bye!